Hello students, in today's class we will see a problem on block diagram reduction. Okay, here we have the problem. Before going into the problem, I'll just tell you the steps we have to follow in block diagram reduction. See, whenever you are given with a block diagram for reducing it into a single block, that is to find out the transfer function, what you must do is first you need to find out blocks in series, parallel or a simple feedback path. Okay, if there are two blocks in series, then you can easily multiply. If there are blocks in parallel, you can algebraically add the blocks. If you have a simple feedback path, you know it is g by 1 minus or plus gh, right? If we don't have any of these, then we go for the rules of shifting the takeoff point or the summing point either ahead or behind of a block, such that we get blocks in series, parallel or a simple feedback. Okay, once we get that, we again solve the series, parallel or a simple feedback, and then again check if there is any reduction required. If there is a reduction required, you again go for the rules of shifting or splitting the summer, etc. Okay, so let us start with the problem. Now, here this is a problem. See, just find out whether you have any two blocks in series, parallel or a simple feedback. See, here also two blocks are next to each other, but in between you have a takeoff point, right? So you don't have any blocks in series, parallel or takeoff or a simple feedback, right? Now, we have to apply some rule to simplify it. What can be done? You move this takeoff point this way. Okay, so when you move that takeoff point, we have to shift that takeoff point here, over here, and then this G4 goes out, right? See, this takeoff includes the G4 also, right? But if you are moving the G4 outside and bringing this takeoff point here, then we need to include G4 in these two paths, right? So, while shifting, this happens after shifting. See, we have shifted the takeoff point here, G4 has gone outside, and this G4 has been included in both the feedback paths, okay? Both in this path as well as in this path. See, right? Here as well as here, right? Now what happens? We have to look for blocks in series, parallel or simple feedback. Here you can see these two blocks are in series, right? So we need to highlight them. Nothing else, right? So we have two blocks in series. Series means we need to just multiply. So here it is multiplied. See, G4 H1, right? Now what is the next step? See, this is a simple feedback, right? See, this takeoff point, having this takeoff point. See, from this point, signals are taken to H2, G4 H1 as well as G4, right? It is nothing but, as a simple rule, we can redraw them like right? It is nothing but tapping three things, okay? You need not redraw like this, but for easier understanding, I have drawn like this, right? See, now you can see a simple feedback path, right? So this is a simple feedback path, forward path, feedback, right? So you need to simplify this. How to simplify? This is a forward, this is a feedback. So G3 divided by 1 minus or plus. Here you have a negative feedback, so plus. So G3 divided by 1 plus G3 G4 H1. okay, that we have to redraw again. We'll see. Okay, now we have this feedback path reduced here. So it is G3 divided by 1 plus G3 G4 H1. Now we can see that we have two blocks in series, right? So taking these two blocks, in series, we know that they have to be multiplied, right? See, we have got this G2 G3 divided by 1 plus G3 G4 H1. Okay. See, we had 3 takeoff paths from here. One takeoff path was a simple feedback that has been reduced, and now we have 2 more. 2 more is given here, right? Now we can see that these two seem to be a simple feedback path, right? This is a forward path and that is a feedback path, right? So in this step we will reduce this feedback path, okay? So this is a G forward divided by negative feedback, so this divided by 1 plus this into this, right? When you do that, see, this is what we get. G2 G3 divided by 1 plus G3 G4 H1 plus G2 G3 H2, okay? So this divided by 1 plus this into this block, that is this one, okay? Now see, then these two becomes series, right? So now we have 2 blocks in series. So we can multiply these two. So this is the next step. See, we have multiplied G1, G2, G3 divided by the same denominator, okay? Now this appears to be a simple feedback path. Forward feedback, negative feedback, right? So this will be simplified as this block divided by 1 plus this block into this block, right? See, with this reduction, the entire block is simplified and we have just 2 blocks in series, okay? We have just 2 blocks in series. So this block is nothing but it is the reduction of the simple feedback, which is G1, G2, G3 divided by 1 plus G3, G4, H1 plus G2, G3, H2 plus G1, G2, G3, G4 and this G4 block in series with that. Now we have 2 blocks in series. By reducing these 2 blocks in series, that is by just multiplying, this G4 comes here and numerator becomes G1, G2, G3, G4 and the denominator remains the same. So this is the reduced form of the problem which was given here, right? And this is also the transfer function, right? So what is transfer function? C of s by R of s is the transfer function. And what is C of s by R of s? It is G1, G2, G3, G4 divided by 1 plus G3, G4, H1 plus G2, G3, H2 plus G1, G2, G3, G4. So whenever you are asked to reduce a block diagram or when you are asked to find out a simple transfer function of a given block diagram, then we have to adopt these method and find out the answer, okay? So this is an example of a block diagram reduction method of finding out a transfer function.